The following interview contains commercial content. The products and services featured appear as paid advertising.
Thanks for joining us today on Minnesota and Company. I'm your host, Jessica Fix. Today we're learning about how to support teens and their mental health. Thousand Branches Wellness in Arden Hills offers specialized programs designed to help teens who need support beyond what traditional outpatient therapy can provide. Joining me now is licensed marriage and family therapist, and she's also the director of the clinic, Thousand Branches Wellness's Allison Paranto. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, thanks, Jessica.
It's a long title, but you have a lot of important stuff to do.
Yes.
So tell us about Thousand Branches Wellness.
Yeah, I would love to. So we are an outpatient mental health clinic. We're located in Arden Hills, Minnesota, and we do a lot of things. So we do the traditional individual, family, couples counseling, and we also offer intensive outpatient therapy programs, or as we like to call them, IOP.
And tell us, for anyone that's at home right now and they don't really understand what that is or how it works, tell us how that works, and specifically for teens.
Yeah, so IOP is just a step up from like that once a week individual therapy. It's group based. So ours is based on a 3-hour, 3 days per week group. And then for teenagers, we like to make it accessible for them. So it is after school hours. Ours is from 3 to 6 p.m. on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
And that's kind of a really good way for them to kind of get a deep dive into the therapy, right? And they have their on days, and then they have their off days that they can start to maybe implement some of the things that they're learning.
Yes, exactly. That's what we're hoping for, is give them those skills so that when they go home to their families at night and on those off days and back to school, they can use those skills and those things that they're learning in the actual group.
And when we're speaking about groups, it's not just one size fits all kind of thing. You guys have a variety of groups that you cater to. Can you tell us which communities that you cater to?
Yeah, so we have our adolescent group, which we've been talking about. We also have a specialized LGBTQ plus group for adults. We have a general group for adults who are just, dealing with the general mental health, depression, anxiety, trauma. And then we also have a group that's specialized for professionals, so they can get that peer support as well.
And then if someone is coming in for one of these IOPs, what can they expect, like day one?
Yeah, so first of all, we have a lovely lobby. You can grab snacks, you can grab tea, coffee, get ready.
Comfortable.
Yes,
right?
get comfortable,
Yes.
exactly. And then they come into group, and the first thing we do in all of our groups is we do a check-in. How are you doing? How did it go? How did the skills you learned go? How was the homework? And then what we do is we teach them skills. All of our curriculum is evidence-based, so it is based on cognitive behavioral therapy. We bring in dialectical behavioral therapy skills. And then from there, they're learning the skills, they're learning how to put those into practice and really just processing in that group and giving them time to learn about specific topics as well. So we dive into relationships. We talk about work stress for the professionals. We talk about school stress for the adolescents. So it is just really tailored to the specific group.
And I mean, teens are really going through a lot. I feel like every generation sort of says this has got to be the hardest it's ever been. It just feels like it increases through time. And teens are dealing with a lot of things that I didn't grow up with, like social media.
Absolutely.
So this is a good outlet for them.
Yes, yep, and it's getting them that social in-person time. But we also offer virtual options as well, right? So we do have those parents, we're all busy adults, we're working. Sometimes people can't get off work to bring their child into groups, so we do have that virtual option that they could join over video as well.
Which is so nice. And I think sometimes if you work it out right, if your child, like your teen, has a lunch break or something, they might even be able to dip into a therapy session virtually.
Yes, I actually have several people who are work from home or work in an office, and that 12 to 1 slot is always filled in my schedule because, you can just pop right into therapy now. It's very convenient. So.
And we are running out of time, but if someone calls and makes an appointment today, what can they expect?
So they will talk to someone on our intake line, and what they'll do is they'll set up what's called a level of care assessment. So they come in, they meet with a therapist, and our therapist determines what level of care should they be at, right? Are they appropriate for a group, or are they okay in just that once a week individual therapy? From there, they'll meet with the therapist, we'll go through the results, and we'll get them set up with whatever services they need.
Allison, it was so nice to meet you today, and I really think people can benefit from the services that you guys provide. Thousand Branches Wellness is located in Arden Hills. For more information, call 952-698-5600 or visit thousandbrancheswellness.com. We would like to thank Thousand Branches Wellness for sponsoring today's interview.